A little over 2 months ago, I was coming down from my local canyon, and as soon as I was about to pull into the street, my Evo decides to lock up and spin out on me. Now, thankfully, that was the only thing that happened because it could have been way worse. I could have hit someone, I could have hit another car. I really didn't have the energy to even look it over because, quite frankly, I was kind of over it. This thing's been down for 2 years beforehand, and it ended up breaking the transmission. I didn't have any first gear, so I just decided to pretty much pull the motor, repaint the whole bay. For some reason, when it comes to Evos, the bays don't come with any clear coat, so they're very faded. They look really nasty. So I pretty much wanted to redo the whole build, go bigger turbo, do all the supporting mods, get it retuned, and make more power, which we did. But again, it took me 2 years, and a month into having it back up and running, this decides to happen. So it was a huge bummer. I'm thinking it's the transfer case. I'm not 100% sure yet. Now, this isn't my first rodeo. We were already having a bunch of issues once we Evo swapped my Mitsubishi Eclipse, and I had picked up a bunch of experience and just overall knowledge of the platform with this car. So I thought working on the Evo was going to be 100 times easier, and it was, because I had a really good support system of friends down here in SoCal that were helping me put it back together. I'll be the first to admit I lost motivation on it, and quite frankly, I didn't want to keep bugging my friends to help me remove the transmission and transfer case again, so I just kind of let it sit until I have the mental bandwidth to kind of, at least look at it again. So that's kind of what this video is for. And then pretty much also put it on jack stands because I don't want any bald spots on the tires. This one went completely flat, and it freaking sucks because I don't know why Federals lose air pressure really quickly. These were literally brand new. They only had I think 1,000, 2,000 miles on them. They're already cracked, they're already losing air pressure, and that kind of sucks. So besides that, we're going to go ahead and wash the car, put a cover on it because the sun is really getting to the paint, and the paint is already toast. It's due for a paint job for sure, but if we were able to manage to kind of take care of the car a little bit better, then we'll go ahead and do that, fix it at some point, and then we can go ahead and focus on the aesthetics and getting this thing back to its former glory. It used to look so good. The paint job was clean, it had all the carbon parts in pristine condition, and yeah, it just happens. Quite frankly, it's part of life. I'm just a guy like anyone watching this, and I'm here to document the highs and lows of my automotive journey. So I think we all go through this. Sometimes our cars break down, and we might not have 3 to 5 grand to tow this thing to a shop, get it fixed in a couple of days, and get this thing looking nice again. So luckily we do have the DSM with the 4G63, so I think after we do all this, we're gonna go drive the DSM, pick up some food, and just drive that around to kind of scratch that hitch. Alright, let's see if she starts. Whoa. Oh yeah, battery's completely dead. Alright, so I went ahead and put the VR4 battery on. I was just driving it yesterday, so. It sounds so good. I really do miss this thing. Just like being inside an Evo is like amazing, dude. Like it's a basic interior, it's just straight to the bones, but it's a race car, man. Anyone that's ever driven an Evo just knows what I'm talking about. It's just like the feeling. Like the Evo to me in the JDM scene is like king of the jungle, just because it's just out of the box. It comes with so much power. The drivability, how these drive, they're literally just go-karts. Really do miss this thing. Imagine if it's something stupid. What if it is something like dumb and it's actually not the transfer case? One could wish, right? Now, I'm not gonna lie, I've been salty about the situation these past 2 months,
But then I really sat down and thought, like, I literally have people's dream car. Like, I always see comments, I always see people online talking about, like, oh my god, it's an Evo, I wish I had an Evo. They're so expensive now, and I really do notice how we take things for granted when we have direct access to them on a consistent basis. I've had this thing for years, and I was just like, it literally just came into my mind. I remember the night I took this thing home from the dealership. I got it down in Santa Ana, and it was already modified, but jumping from a non-turbo Eclipse, which had been down because we were Evo swapping it at the time, to an all-wheel drive turbo Mitsubishi like this was like the craziest jump. I felt like I was him. I felt like I was just the fastest car on the road, and just like that love, like it just sparked in that moment. And I got used to the power, I got used to everything, and it just, dude, like, I should be grateful. We should be grateful for what we have, because at the end of the day, like I said, there's people in situations that just they're just way worse off, and quite frankly, it's just, I'm healthy, I have my family, I have a really close supportive friendships around me. I really do believe that the Evo is Mitsubishi's pinnacle car. The Mitsubishi Eclipse is still my favorite, and that's just because it's my first project car, and it's like it's my childhood dream car. But I think we all know that Mitsubishi is just the GOAT, and the 9 especially. I mean, it's just my personal favorite because it's one year production only for 2006. The graphite gray on these looks amazing. It looks super aggressive, and it's just a rare JDM car that's always gonna not just hold its value, but it holds a special place in people's hearts. So I really do need to be more considerate and just more grateful. And I think I speak for everyone here. I think we just forget to be grateful sometimes because we get stuck in the hiccups or roadblocks that we may encounter in the moment, but we don't zoom out and just realize that this is literally just a small hiccup, and that the car will be back and better than ever at some point, right? It's just, in the moment it sucks, but I am kind of glad that I took that mental break from it, just because, yeah, the night it happened, I was just really bummed out. I was really mad about it, but yeah, I think we're alive, we're still here, and it's just a small hiccup. We gotta turn the negative into the positives, and she'll be back. I don't know when, but it's part of the process. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, I'm quite annoyed. There's a Cusco brace down that doesn't basically allow me to take off the 24 mil on the transfer, and I've been trying to take it off without taking off the brace, but I do gotta take off the brace. Like, come on, Cusco. Like, you couldn't make a small indentation here to freaking fit a... And to make matters worse, you have to, I guess, remove the oil filter to be able to remove this damn bolt. It's too damn long. Like, dude. Like, I just want to take this off. Seriously, like, Cusco, this one's for you. This should have been a damn 30-second freaking drain, and it turned into like a freaking almost 2 hours. Well, there's no fluid. That would explain a lot. Alright, for all my mechanics on here, I don't know why we would lose all the fluid on the transfer case. We used the Redline MT90 last time I recall. There was no visible leaks on the car itself. So for all my mechanics on here, if you guys can kind of gauge me in the right direction, what do you guys think happened here? Very gooey black fluid, pretty much ran dry. It is a 9, so it's ACD transfer case. I don't know if adding more fluid might make it work again, but you guys let me know before I move forward. I'm still gonna hit up my Evo buddies and ask them what they think, but that's insane how a transfer case pretty much just went dry on me like that. I'm pretty sure we fried the internals if we ran it dry for a little bit, so I'm super hungry, so I'm just gonna change real quick, take the DSM,
drive it around a little bit, and pretty much just keep it pushing, I guess. Next weekend. So I've never taken this thing to the track, but quite frankly I think it's the most track ready car that I actually have. So 4G63 all-wheel drive, full bucket seats, harnesses, roll bar, like it has the whole setup. I've always been scared to track it because it's just it's my baby. What the heck? That's wild. That is wild. Don't do this. Now this 4G63 is stock turbo, just in case you've never seen any of the videos in the channel. Makes 440 to the wheels on the stock Evo 9 turbo on the 85 and full bolt-ons. I feel like this car's a lot torquier versus the Evo, considering they pretty much have the same torque. It's just that the Evo 9 has a way laggier turbo, and I purposely went with the Precision 5858 because it's a smaller turbo, and I was expecting it to not be as laggy, but it just doesn't compare to a stock turbo and how instant boost kicks in on this. It's just like it's insane. I think I'm just a huge fan of the stock Evo 9 turbo. It's not, I feel like the Evo would probably reel me in if I was to go from like a roll, but it's just this car is way more streetable, and it goes, man. It's just beefier, if that makes sense. It has more balls on the low end, and the Evo just kind of feels gnarly once like the boost kicks in. You're like, oh shit, hold on. But yeah, the beginning just feels like it has no, it's gutless basically. I do wish this car had was power steering, so I don't know how it's going to do at the track because it's a very tight track, small and tight, so I don't know how I'm going to be able to kind of manage the hard steering here. Oh look, Celica, I like those, like the TRD version. I feel like those kind of, they're not timeless like the Eclipses. I feel like the Celica TRD, those, they look cool, but they're very 2000, like early 2000. Well, I mean, they are for the early 2000s, but they just never aged well, in my opinion. And you never see a clean one, just in general. I feel bad for anyone outside of California that can't have access to In-N-Out like we do. It's literally the best fast food restaurant, in my opinion. I do. How do you know? One of the girls in there was like, do you get stranded often? I was like, what? Yeah. I do actually. Alright, so for all my non-Cali people, this is their spread. Super good. And then this is basically what I eat. So these are, a 4x4 is basically 4 patties with cheese. Look at that. So good. Like, honestly, I wish you guys could taste this. It's just, the taste is so fresh. I'll be right back with you guys once I finish these, and we'll keep the video going.
Damn, this thing's quick. But it definitely rubs. Also, real quick, super excited because we just had our first live call in the Race Legacy community. It's basically a Facebook group, but it's hosted on Schoolboy. We talk about anything in regards to growing a YouTube channel, film gear, editing, settings, how to get sponsorships, how to get brand deals, just anything in general. But it's basically a group of people that are pretty much trying to do the same thing. So if you want to do that yourself and grow your own personal brand, check out the first link in the description. I plan on hosting more live calls there to kind of talk to you guys directly and see where I can help you in regards to growing your own channels and just how I kind of do this stuff, right? Besides that, the DSM, probably in the following video or the one after, we're going to go ahead and replace the starter, raise the car up, and pretty much get it ready for its first track day. And besides that, just let me know what you guys think about that transfer case. Is it savable or is it pretty much toast? So besides that, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.